Welcome to Webb City Cardinals Baseball on KNEO 91.7 FM with live audio and video online at kneo.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Webb City Cardinals. Now let's go to the game site for all the action.
Good afternoon and welcome to Neosho High School here as we get set for the Webb City Cardinal baseball here this afternoon on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network as your Cardinals have made the trip south to take on this Neosho Wildcats. Along with studio producer Roberta Foster back in our KNEO studios, Tim Workman along with Will Hedrick here to bring you this afternoon's ball game. Well, the Cardinals got back over 500 for the first time since they were 1-0 as they are now 12-11 as they took down the Ozark Tigers 7-1 at home. On Tuesday afternoon, the Tigers came into that game ranked number 10 in Class 6, but Andrew Young got things started early. Noticing he had a different bat than he'd been using all year, and what we come to find out is he had broken his bat the day before in practice, and he picked up a different bat, and on a 2-1 pitch, he got the Cardinals on the board as he launched a home run over the right field fence, and the Cardinals had a 1-0 lead after one. They got two more in the third when five consecutive hitters reached base after two were outs. A single run in the fourth was followed by three more insurance runs in the sixth. Brock Renfro on the day, 2 for 4, drove in 3. Andrew Young, Mason Young, Luke Beverlin, and Brody Eggleston all recorded 2 hits on the day. Andrew Young scored 3 times. Landon Fletcher on the mound went the distance as he scattered 6 hits, striking out 4 in the complete game win. We'll talk more about today's game in Cardinal baseball after this 3-minute break as we continue our countdown to first pitch, sponsored by Burpo Family Chiropractic, Express RX in Webb City, Hot Mongolian Grill. You're listening to Cardinal Pregame here on the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network.
Webb City Cardinal fans, did you know there's a local, knowledgeable, friendly pharmacy conveniently located at 101 West Doherty in Webb City? We are Express RX of Webb City. And the best part is we can save you up to 90% on your prescriptions from the big box stores. We make it so easy to switch. Plus, we offer free convenient services such as free delivery, drive-through, and free pill packaging. So come by and make the switch today. And go Cardinals!
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic. Once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized, and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And back here in Neosho, we continue our countdown to first pitch and get ready for Cardinal baseball here with the Neosho Wildcats. Neosho comes in today 19-7. Cardinals, as I mentioned, 12-11. Neosho, in their trip through the west side of the COC play, went 3-2. The Cardinals, when they went through the east side, or through the west side, they were 5-2. They only hold a 1-3 record right now in the COC play here as we get into the final week of play. In the series since 2000, the coaches are at the home plate as they get some final thoughts on ground rules. And while we have a moment, let's move over to the keys to winning here. The keys to winning are sponsored by Missouri Southern State University. Qualifying first-time freshmen are eligible to receive up to $20,000 in scholarships automatically at Missouri Southern State University. Learn more at mssu.edu/MosoMerit and apply today. And with those keys, here is Will Hedrick.
Starting on the offensive side, Cardinals, like usual, need a couple timely hits. They got those last night, a big reason as to why they won. And similarly, Neosho, a very good team, so you're going to definitely need to get some runs up on the scoreboard. And then secondly, in the field, you got to just play sound baseball, make good throws, keep your fundamentals clean and just straight up, keep your glove in the dirt when fielding ground balls, strong throws to first base, take the easy outs when you can get them, just smooth fundamental baseball in the field.
We still have a moment here. Let's go through the starting lineups. Sponsored by Papa John's Pizza of Webb City and Reeves Tire and Automotive. For the Cardinals today, in center field, they'll start Andrew Young. Carson Myers will play left. Brock Renfro will be at first base. Mason Young will be at third. Pitching today is Luke Beverlin. Brody Eggleston will be in right. Cohen Epler at second. Bryson Bard will play catcher. And Braden Strickland will be the shortstop. So for the Cardinals, again today, it'll be Andrew Young, Myers, Renfro, Mason Young, Beverlin, Eggleston, Epler, Bard, and Strickland. For the Neosho, Finn Versluis will play center field. Jaden Nichols will play third. Canton Smith will be the catcher. Liam McInturf will be the first baseman. Crane will be the pitcher. Jennings will be the designated hitter. Fisher will play second. Alex Rodriguez will be in right field. Williams will be at short. And Arthur will play left field. So that'll be the lineup for the Wildcats. Some numbers around the horn. The offense here for the Cardinals has outscored the opponents 25-5 over the last 3 games. That's the best 3-game stretch they've had since early April. And as Will mentioned in his keys, scoring first is really important to these Cardinals, as each of the Cardinals' victories, they have been the team that has scored first. A couple of senior leaders offensively, Andrew Young and Brock Renfro, lead in 12 of 14 different offensive categories, and in 6 of them, they occupy the 2 top spots. And 5 runs seems to be the magic number. If the Cardinals score more than 5, they are 9-0. Hits, getting on the board early, and then playing good defense is what it will take to take down these Neosho Wildcats today. A note about scheduling. Saturday, now they've added a game at noon at Barnes Field, so you can come out on Saturday as Seneca will come to town. The Cardinals will be on the road tomorrow night at Marshfield and then back home on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout as they get set for the national anthem. You're listening to KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
Webb City Sports is sponsored by Nick Myers, certified public accountant, located in Webb City at 2nd and Main, next door to City Hall, offering tax preparation and planning for personal and business taxes. Plus, they offer bookkeeping services and QuickBooks setup and training services. Open Monday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Nick Myers CPA at 2nd and Main in Webb City, with offices also in Joplin and Anderson. More information online at nickmyerscpa.com or 417-673-4200.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
So Maggie, just to be clear, this personalized RVest blueprint tells us literally when we can retire with a plan to get there?
Yep.
Whoa, that's
helpful.
Very helpful.
Retirement planning made easy. RVest Wealth Management. Ready to help.
And back here in Neosho, Andrew Young is just now walking up to the plate as we are set for first pitch. Right at 4:33 in the afternoon. Over partly cloudy skies down here. We've dodged a few raindrops as we got set up. The first pitch from Crane upstairs for ball one. Low 70s. So the sun's dodging in and out of clouds right now. That pitch to Young misses for ball two. 2-0. Carson Myers waits on deck. The Cardinals today in their red tops, white pants, red socks. A swing and a foul off the bat of Young, 2-1. Neosho in the home off-white uniforms with the black trim. That pitch missing inside, 3-1. Three balls, one strike here to Andrew Young. Fouled straight back. Now the count's full. Andrew, batting average back over 400 now at 408. 29 hits on the year. Check swing foul. Count will stay full. Three balls and two strikes. Andrew Young leading off the game here at Neosho. Fouled away once again. The 8th pitch of this at bat. Crane looks in and now delivers. Andrew Young strokes this into right field. Going back on it is Rodriguez, and he pulls it in for out number 1. Carson Myers up next. Myers, a .250 hitter. 16 hits on the year. 4 of them are doubles. He has scored 17 of the Cardinal runs this year. The first pitch he sees. Over for a strike. We'll have to pause just a moment before we tell you what the pitch is. Umpire took his moment to give us a signal. That one's down low. 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Myers. This one upstairs, 2-1. Brock Renfro awaits his turn. The 2-1 pitch to Myers is going to be a strike. 2-2 the count. The 2-2 pitch fouled back to the net. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Crane delivers. Curveball stays inside, 3-2. Another full count here to a Cardinal hitter in the first inning. The 3-2. Myers chases the fastball and comes up empty for strike 3. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Renfro now to the plate, .353 on the year. 24 hits, has driven in a team high 16. Hit 6 different times this year. Swings over the top of the first pitch that dives down towards his ankles, strike 1. The 0-1. Stays upstairs, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Umpire indicating that pitch was left up. Now the 1-1. Renfro takes a hack and fouls it off. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Mason Young would be next. Renfro battling with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Up and away, 2-2. So even if somehow the Cardinals get put down 1-2-3, they have at least made Crane throw what will be his 20th pitch here in the first inning. This is going to be tapped up the middle. The shortstop Williams up with it, and over to McInturf for the out. The Cardinals do go 1-2-3. They pile up a few pitches on the Wildcat pitcher. We'll be back here with Neosho coming to bat in the bottom of the first. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Body and Soul Transformation, located at 1703 Falcon Suite C in Webb City, is a 10,000 square foot, 24-hour fitness center and specialized personal training facility. They offer a variety of group fitness classes. They now accept silver sneakers and have classes for seniors. They also hold kids and youth events. They have something to offer everyone in the family and even have a kids zone for busy parents. Body and Soul Transformation in Webb City, 417-553-0757 or online at bodysoultransformation.com.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272 or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
Pam Drake at Roderick Insurance Agency is proud to support the Webb City Cardinals. Roderick Insurance Agency has served the area since 1945 and is located at 108 North Main in Webb City, offering insurance plans including auto, home, business, and more from a variety of companies. For more information, call 417-673-1242 or online at roderickinsuranceagency.com.
Luke Beverlin with only his second start on the year, as he's been battling some back ailments that has kept him off the mound, but he feels confident enough to get the start here today against these Wildcats. They're going to lead off with Finn Versluis. He's a center fielder for the Wildcats. For the Cardinals defensively, Mason Young down at third, Strickland at short, Epler at second, Renfro over at first. In the outfield, Myers, Andrew Young, and Brody Eggleston. Bard behind the plate as Beverlin misses upstairs with his first pitch, ball one. Versluis, a right-handed hitter. Shows bunt, but takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 from Beverlin. Going to be pulled down to Young. Nice play as he picked it up and gunned it across to Renfro. Out number 1. Jaden Nichols, the third baseman for the Wildcats. Up next, where's number 11 on the back, a right-handed hitter. First pitch from Beverlin, misses up and away, 1-0. The 1-0 pitch inside corner for a strike. 1-1. Nichols stands close to the plate. Pops this pitch up. Renfro moves over into foul territory as he retreats a couple of steps, and he'll put it out. He'll put it away for out number 2. So 2 outs here for Beverlin. Canton Smith up next. Taking his time as he crawls in. Now Beverlin is ready and will deliver an off-speed pitch for a strike. Nice pitch on the outside corner. Beverlin likes to work quickly. Another breaking pitch, this time down in on the feet of Smith, evening out the count at 1-1. Beverlin shows a fastball up and away. 2 balls and 1 strike. Liam McInturf awaits on deck for the Wildcats. The 2-1. This is going to be a fastball right down the middle. 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the home half of the first. This pitch down and in. This count will go full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Now the sun makes an appearance, brightens everything up. Fouled out of play by Smith. Count remains 3-2. The 3-2 pitch will miss down low, and Smith will draw a 2-out walk. So now Liam McInturf, the number 4 hitter, will come to the plate as courtesy runner for Neosho comes in. That's number 6. That would be Boston Patterson. So Patterson in to run for Smith. Beverlin from the stretch for the first time. Fastball for a strike. 0-1 the count. The 0-1 pitch. Breaking pitch. Diving down and in on his feet. That'll even the count out at 1-1. Neosho coach flashing a series of signs. McInturf back into the box. Patterson leads away. Now he's going. Pitches up and away for a ball, but the throw down to second is in time. A nice throw there from Bard as they catch Patterson stealing, and that'll end the first inning. We're scoreless here in Neosho. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
To serve the area and support our local schools, located at 1604 East 4th Street in Joplin, and specializes in complete body and frame repair, four-wheel alignment, and paintless dent repair. Snodgrass Collision Center, 781-7774, proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in tonight's game.
So a strong throw from Bard to Epler cuts down the final out for the Wildcats in the first inning. The Cardinals, as they get set here to bat in the second, will send up Mason Young, Luke Beverlin, and then Brody Eggleston. About what you expect the game to be. Good pitching and good defense. Mason Young, a .286 hitter on the year. 18 hits. Has scored 9 times and has driven in 10. 4 doubles to his credit. He faces Crane for the first time today. Fastball for a strike. Oh, and 1 the count. Mason climbs in on the right side. Fouls this away. 0 and 2. Young holds his hand up, waiting. Now he says he's ready. Crane with the 0-2 pitch. Upstairs. 1 ball, 2 strikes. One and 2 the count. Crane delivers. Breaking pitch, Mason can't connect with. He's going down on strikes for out number 1. Luke Beverlin now batting. A left-handed pitcher, but a right-handed hitter. Climbs in there. Crane stares in for a sign. And the first pitch to Beverlin. Missing, ball 1. 1-0 the count. Pitcher on pitcher here. He watches another one miss. Low and away, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Crane. Beverlin swinging, fouls it off down the right side and out of play. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch from Crane. Breaking pitch this time stays inside. 3-1. Three balls, one strike. Fastball. Misses, goes all the way to the backstop. Beverland trots down to first base. See if they have a courtesy runner for him. Yeah, they're going to see who they choose this afternoon, and that's going to be, looks like Mason Williams. So Williams will come in to run for Beverland, who drew a walk. Brody Eggleston, the right fielder now. And the first pitch he sees. Swing and a miss at off speed. Strike one. Williams just now getting back into playing as he missed several weeks there with a broken bone in his hand that he suffered way back in game number 1. The 0-1 pitch. Eggleston shows bunt, pulls the bat back, 1-1. Cohen Epler awaits on deck. Cardinals batting here in the top of the second. In a scoreless ball game, Eggleston shows bunt again, but this time they toss over to first. Williams dives back in time. Count still 1-1 to Eggleston. Shows bunt. And he bunts foul back into the catcher's mitt, 1-2. One ball, two strikes. Williams away from first. Eggleston late on the fastball. Will be a strikeout victim. And now there's 2 outs. Cohen Epler. Strikeout number 3 for Crane. Epler in there on the right side. First to throw over to first. Williams back in plenty of time. As wind picked up just a moment, Will chases down his paperwork. Need a bigger paperweight. The first pitch here to Epler. Fastball for a strike. We had a chance to be up in the booth, but we figured this being outside here gives you a better camera angle view at home. Tapped foul just wide of third. Nichols with a nice backhand, but in the foul territory. Strike 2. Oh, and 2 here to Epler. Williams still over there at first. Takes his lead, and he's off and going as the pitch is upstairs. Williams will swipe second. So 1-2 the count on Epler. Williams with the stolen base. Now down there at second with 2 outs. One ball, 2 strikes. Epler asks for time and steps out. Now Crane comes set at the belt. Lifted into left field, and that ball's hit well. Going back, and then he's going to, left fielder went back to the fence and then misjudged it as it dropped in front of him, and that's going to be a double for Epler. On probably a bad read there by the left fielder for the Wildcats, but guess what? Cardinals got a 1-0 lead.
Well, that wind maybe just kind of threw him off. You look at the flag behind us, it's not going crazy, but there's a good amount, and I'm sure when ball gets up in the air a little bit, like Cohen just hit it, wind probably swirling just a little bit more, just lost track of the baseball in the air.
But the Cardinals take advantage. Lead here 1-0. Bryson Bard at the plate. Now he steps out. Epler leads away from second. Fastball to Bard, upstairs, ball one.
And that right there, Tim, that's a really good example of why just putting contact on the baseball is so important, because you never know what's going to happen.
Downstairs, nice stop there by Smith. 2 balls and no strikes on Bard. Yeah, and then, you think back, just a stolen base. You moved up 90 feet, and that's all it took to get just that much closer. Late on the fastball was Bard. Now 2 balls and 1 strike. Crane peers in. And the 2-1 pitch. Downstairs, 3-1. The Cardinals once again have forced Crane into 20-plus pitches in an inning, as that was number 41 here in the second inning. Upstairs, a 2-out walk to Bard. We'll watch here, as I'm assuming there will be a runner come out here, and that's going to be Barry Kaufman now will run for Bard.
While we've got just a second here, I'd like to remind you about some of our sponsors: Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Arvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, along with Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance, and Financial Services. Also want to remind you to download the KNEO iPhone or Android phone app at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club.
Braden Strickland, the number 9 hitter in the lineup, steps in there. First pitch swinging right back up the middle. The pitcher kind of knocks it down, but the shortstop is going to pick it up on the second base side of the bag and tag Hoffman as he was advancing towards second. But the Cardinals come up with 1 after an inning and a half. They lead the Neosho Wildcats 1-0. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Webb City, open daily from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals.
The Northwest Arkansas Naturals have returned home to Arvest Ballpark yesterday, Tuesday, May 6th, and they are in a 6-game homestand versus the Wichita Wind Surge that goes through Sunday, May 11th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO.
To the bottom of the second, Liam McInturf returns to the plate as he was there when the runner was caught stealing. First pitch swinging, fouls it off for strike 1. Cardinals 1 run in the top of the second, lead this 1-0. The 0-1 fastball, a called strike. 0-2. This one bites a little too early and bounces at the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Wildcat first baseman. This 1-2 lifted into left. Myers comes in and puts it away for out number 1. The pitcher, Brody Crane. Now in there. Beverland shakes off one sign, and the first pitch he throws to Crane up and away for a ball. 1-0 the count. Pitcher versus pitcher here. Out to center field, and that's going to get down. Andrew Young giving chase as Crane rounds first. It's all the way to the wall. Young just now picking it up, and Crane will not slow down, and he's going to cruise into third. That ball off the bat from the right-handed hitting Crane was slicing away from Young, and it just kept going farther away from him as he moved on out towards the fence. Crane with plenty of speed into third. Jennings had a notion laid off, ball one. Jennings, the designated hitter. Watches this fastball over the outside corner for a strike. Wind starting to pick up just a little bit here. The 1-1 upstairs, 2-1. 2 balls and 1 strike. Fastball fouled away by Jennings. Now the count evens out at 2-2. Beverland looking for a strikeout or a ground ball. Jennings looking for something in the outfield. Off speed, count goes full. Middle infield playing back, they will concede a run for an out here. Fouled away once again by Jennings. Count remains 3-2. 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball at his letters that Fisher couldn't catch up with, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Beverland working quickly. This time too far up and in. That'll even out the count at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Down towards third. Wide of the bag. Young picks it up foul. Count remains 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Just reaches out and taps that, and it's going to fall into center field for a base hit. Sometimes it's not about how hard you swing, it's just making contact as he dumps that into shallow center for a 2-out single. That'll bring Alex Rodriguez to the plate. First to throw over. Fisher back in safely. Rodriguez, the right fielder for the Wildcats. Watches that first pitch go by, and the umpire says ball 1. 1-0 the count. Another toss to first. One ball, no strikes. Fastball upstairs, 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Beverland. Long look at first. Now delivers. That'll be a strike. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Wildcats still batting in the home half of the second inning. Fastball inside corner, 2-2. Pitch missing. That's a called strike, and the second inning comes to a close. But the Wildcats tie it up after 2 complete. It's 1-1 here in Neosho. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
Center 781-7774. Proud to support the Webb City Cardinals in today's ball game. We'll have to check our lineup, as that last batter was actually Hudson Williams, but that's not the lineup that was turned into us, so we'll catch up on that. But we're here in the top of the third, and with this, Will Hedrick.
Leading off for the Cardinals. Back to the top of the lineup they go with Andrew Young, who's going to lace that one into right field. That's going to go down in the corner. Andrew's going to have extra bases. They're going to, well, Andrew Young gave him the hold-up sign, but Andrew went anyway, and he's going to slide into third base with a leadoff triple. Coach Doning's giving him a little bit of a hard time too, but a good smile on his face. And Cardinals have Andrew Young on third base early to lead things off. Carson Myers, who struck out his first time up, the first strikeout victim today. He's got a chance to drive in run number 2 for the Cardinals. He's going to put that one into left center field. Going back is the left fielder who makes the catch. Andrew will tag. He'll jog his way in, and it'll be a sac fly RBI for Carson Myers, and Cardinals now lead 2-1.
So for Andrew, that was triple number 4 on the year. And then that is his 25th run scored.
Brock Renfro back to the plate for his second at-bat. First pitch, a fastball down the middle for strike 1. Brock grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. Next pitch, outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch, a curveball that's put into center field. Center fielder running in and making the catch for out number 2.
Bruce Lewis out there in center for the Wildcats.
Mason Young back to the plate for his second at-bat as well. Struck out swinging his first time up. First pitch to him. That one's inside for a ball. Mason now settles back in. Crane comes set, and next pitch. That's going to be outside for ball 2. 2 balls and no strikes. The 2-0 pitch from Crane. That one is going to be in there for a strike. Thought about swinging, decided to hold up was Mason Young. The 2-1 pitch to him. That one's going to be at the knees for strike 2. Count evens out at 2-2. Luke Beverlin on deck. The 2-2 pitch fouled off of Mason's ankle, actually. He's going to take a quick walk out of the box. Walk things out. He'll work his way back in, settles back into the box. The count remains 2-2. Here's the 2-2 pitch from Crane. That one's going to be hit right at the second baseman. Only had to take one step to his right. Jaden Fisher will end the inning for the Cardinals. So they scored 1. A triple from Andrew Young puts the Cardinals up 2-1 against the Neosho Wildcats. Back here in 60 seconds, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives. Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Proud to support the Cardinals and serve the Webb City and surrounding areas is Madison Pet Clinic. Located at 1631 South Madison in Webb City, they specialize in pet surgery, wellness exams, and vaccinations. Open Monday through Friday 8 to 5:30 and Saturday 8 to noon. Madison Pet Clinic is a proud supporter of the Webb City Cardinals. 673-2455 or online at madisonpetclinic.com. Go Cardinals!
And back here in Neosho, a 2-1 game. Cardinals leading a pitching change as Tate Lewis is called upon here in the bottom of the third. Sponsors today include Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, the NWA Naturals, Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Meyer CPA, and Crowder College. For Lewis, this will be appearance number 9. He has 3 wins on the year. Those 3 were 3 consecutive shutout victories in the month of April. Here in the bottom of the third, we'll turn it back over to Will Hedrick.
The number 9 hitter in the lineup also wears the number 9. Alex Rodriguez will come to the plate for his first at bat. First pitch to him, fouled back to the screen. Lewis comes set, and the 0-1. That's going to be inside a little bit low as well for ball 1. Lewis now set. And the 1-1, that one's going to be hit foul down over by the Cardinal dugout. One ball and 2 strikes. Lewis brings the glove in, and the 1-2 delivery came in just a little bit low. Count evens out at 2-2. Bryson Bard liked the pitch, gave Lewis a little point. Now he comes set, and the 2-2 pitch. That one brought it up just a little bit, got him swinging. Lewis comes in and gets the strikeout. And back to the top of the lineup go the Neosho Wildcats. Cardinals lead 2-1 in the bottom of the third. First pitch from Lewis inside for a ball. The 1-0 pitch. That one is going to be in there for strike one. The 1-1 delivery from Lewis. A strike at the... The 2-2 pitch. This one popped up back towards the screen. Bard running over. It's going to go out of play. Bounces behind the Cardinal dugout, and the count will remain 2-2. Tate gives the nod, and the 2-2 pitch. That one fouled back to the screen. Just got a piece of it, staying alive. Lewis now ready. The 2-2 pitch once again. That one a little bit too low. Runs the count full. The nod from Lewis and the 3-2 pitch. And he's going to ring him up on the inside part of the plate. Back-to-back strikeouts from Tate Lewis. 2 outs now for Neosho. The number 2 batter, Nichols, back to the plate. He popped out in foul territory to Renfro his first time up. Big swing and a miss for strike one on the first pitch. The 0-1. Too low, ball one. Nichols ready in the box. Now Lewis comes set on the mound. The 1-1 pitch. This one fouled back over towards the light pole. That'll be strike two. The 1-2 pitch, and a awkward pitch, but an even more awkward swing from Lewis. Gets his third strikeout, comes in, strikes out the side. Cardinals lead 2-1. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Price Family Insurance and Financial Services has been caring for clients since 1990 and is still here to take care of all your insurance needs, from auto, home, business, life, and health insurance to group health insurance for businesses, plus financial services. To find out more information, call the dedicated team at Price Family Insurance and Financial Services today at 417-673-8338 or stop by and see them at 100 South Main Street in Webb City. You can also learn more online at pricefamilyinsurance.com. The
Northwest Arkansas Naturals are back at home this week as they're in the middle of a 6-game homestand with the Wichita Wind Surge that will continue through Sunday, May 11th. For ticket information, visit NWANaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. And to the top of the 4th, and once again, here's Will Hedrick.
So Luke Beverlin, although not pitching anymore, will still come to the plate for his second at-bat. He walked his first time up. First pitch to him at the knees for a strike.
Now taking over the designated hitter role.
That pitch comes in at the dirt for a ball. The 1-1 pitch to Beverlin. That one low and away for ball 2. Crane comes, set, and here's the 2-1 pitch. A high fastball, Beverlin fouled off. The count now even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch to Beverlin, and he's going to ring him up. A curveball on the inside corner at the knees. Got Beverlin looking. Fourth strikeout for Brody Crane. Brody Eggleston now comes to the plate, swings through the first pitch for a strike. The 0-1, a swing and a miss once again, strike 2. Eggleston down in the count quickly, no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2, just a bit outside, ball 1. The 1-2 from Crane, and Eggleston's going to chase a high fastball. He'll go down swinging. Back-to-back strikeouts from Crane. Cohen Epler now to the plate for his second at-bat. First pitch to him, a curveball. Stays up high for ball 1. The 1-0, Crane is going to throw it down the middle, but Epler is going to pop this one into shallow center field. I believe it was the go 3 up, 3 down to the bottom of the 4th. Neosho coming to the plate once again. Back here in 1 minute, you're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
Have you ever felt burdened, broken, or worthless? The other day I was digging through my wallet and came across an old wrinkled $20 bill. If I offered you that bill, would you take it? No matter what I do to it, that $20 bill has value because of what it is, not how it looks or where it's been. You may feel worthless, but you're not. You still have value to Jesus. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us live at needhim.org.
Supporting Webb City Cardinal Athletics is Webb City Florist and Greenhouse. They offer flower bouquets for all those occasions, birthdays, anniversaries, and funerals. Find out more about Webb City Florist and Greenhouse at 417-673-3780, a 2-1 ball game to the home half of the 4th. And once again, here's Will Hedrick.
The catcher, Canton Smith, will lead things off for the Wildcats. He'll face Lewis for the first time. the first pitch to him. That's going to be a ball up at the shoulders. Lewis gives a nod, and here's the 1-0. Just a little bit too low. Ball 2. The 2-0 pitch, that one's going to be hit into right center field. Going back is Eggleston, and he makes the catch. Just a few feet in front of the fence, falling back to his right.
Nice running catch there by Eggleston as he was on a dead sprint away from the infield.
And Liam McInturf, the first baseman, he'll face Lewis for his first time as well. First pitch to the big first baseman, too low for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch to him now. That ball just a little bit too high. Two balls, no strikes. Here's the pitch to McInturf. This one's going to be fouled out of play. That'll be strike 1. Lewis has retired 4 straight. Struck out the side last inning and got the fly out just a moment ago. That pitch comes in low for ball 3. McInturf flew out to Carson Myers out in left field his first time up. The 3-1 pitch to him. Fouled back to the screen. The count now runs full. Lewis working his way back. Had a 2-0 count just moments ago. Now he's got 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shakes off that first. Now he gives the nod. The 3-2 pitch. That ball comes in too high, and McInturf is going to work a walk. And Brody Crane will come up to the plate. The pitcher hit a triple his first time up. Eventually came around to score the lone run. And Neosho, they're going to bring in a pinch runner. It's number 3, Gage Harville. With just 1 out here and Crane up to the plate. See if they can get him around. First pitch to Crane, inside for a ball. Lewis checks on the runner. Now he comes set. Now he'll throw back over to first base. Sliding back safely was Harville. Crane ready in the box. Tate comes set, brings the glove to his face. Here's the 1-0. A big swing and a miss from Crane. Evens the count at 1 ball and 1 strike. Cardinals on top 2-1 in the bottom of the 4th. Check throw over to first, but the throw just a little bit too high as Brock had to come down just a little bit too far. They had him though.
Had him leaning. The throw was to the inside part of the infield as the runner was sliding back on the outside part of the bag, and just too far of a reach there for Renfro.
The 1-1 pitch to Crane, fouled back to the screen, strike 2.
If nothing else, it ought to shorten his lead up just a moment, because he would have been out with a throw that would have been on the bag.
A 1-2 count on Brody Crane. Lewis brings the glove to the face. Here's the 1-2 pitch. A breaking pitch. Crane was able to lay off. Came in low for a ball. Evens the count at 2-2. Crane gives a nod. And the delivery, fastball up and in, ball 3.
It's possible they'll put the runner in motion here with a full count if they believe Crane has a good enough back control and won't chase a strike.
Lewis from the stretch leaning in, gives the nod. Come set. They'll snap back throw. The runner goes though. They're going to have him in a pickle. Coming in is Strickland, and they get the tag. The runner, he was going to go on the pitch. Lewis, I think he knew, threw it back behind him, and he was already moving. And a clutch second out by the Cardinals. Now they can put all their attention on Brody Crane, who still has a 3-2 count. Lewis shakes off that pitch. Now he gets a nod. The 3-2 came in just a little bit low. The Cardinal fans, of course, they wanted it. Lewis talking to the home plate umpire from the mound, just giving them hand signals. Where was it? Just a little bit too low. They're going to bring in courtesy runner for Crane. That's Blaine Patterson. Just a sophomore. He'll get his lead over at first, and Jennings will now come to the box for his second at bat. He'll see the first pitch go by for a strike. Grounded out to second base his first time up. First time facing Lewis. Next pitch, a breaking ball, came in the dirt. Count will even out at 1-1. Lewis gives the nod. Now he comes set. Check throw over to first base. Patterson was not leading off very far. He got back in quickly. The 1-1 pitch. Inside fastball for a strike. Lewis now ready. Pitch too low for ball 2.
Good spot there by Lewis, because Jennings can do nothing with that except pound it in the ground if he takes any type of swing at all at it.
2-2 count. Lewis comes set. The pitch to Jennings in the dirt for a ball. A good stop by Bard. He's able to make sure that doesn't roll to the backstop. Not a ton of distance between home plate and the backstop. Also, it's concrete, so any baseball that hits it is going to bounce right back. We're going to check on the runner at first. Patterson still not a super big lead, so he's able to get back in quickly.
But with a full count and 2 outs, he will be away with the pitch.
Lewis comes set. Runner does go. It'll be a chopper foul over towards Neosho's dugout. Mason Young will scoop that one up and lob it back into our home plate umpire. And we will redo the 3-2 pitch. Patterson gets his lead. Here's the pitch from Lewis. And they're going to ring him up. A fastball at the knees. Lewis gets another strikeout. That's his 4th. Ends the inning for the Wildcats. Cardinals still lead 2-1. We head to the top of the 5th inning back here in 1 minute. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Worldly wisdom says you should do what feels right. We have all heard things like, you do you, and do what you like as long as you don't hurt anyone else. The problem with that is that it ignores what God says is best for us. We do not answer to ourselves in the end. We will all answer before Him. And the only answer that is right involves a personal relationship with Jesus. We want to share all Jesus has done for you and all He has to offer. Call or text us at 888-NEED-HIM.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Roderick CPA's Bryson Bard at the plate watches that first pitch. Miss inside for ball 1. Cardinals 2 runs on 2 hits. Neosho 1 run on 2 hits. They both left a pair as we've moved here into the top of the 5th inning. Bard watches the next pitch. Upstairs 2-0. The game just 10 minutes past an hour. Crisply played. There's a strike. 2-1. Bard walked his first at bat. Fouls this pitch away, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. This will be Crane's 70th pitch. And it's a breaking pitch that Bard took a check swing at, went too far. Catcher tosses it down to first to complete the out, and there's 1 away. So 1 out, Braden Strickland to the plate. And his first at bat hit into a fielder's choice. Breaking pitch stays upstairs, 1-0. The 1-0. Once again, too high. 2 balls and no strikes. Upstairs, 3-0. Strickland. If he gets aboard, back to the top of the lineup. The 3-0. This one a strike. Taking all the way with Strickland. 3-1 the count. This pitch at the knees. Turns it into from 3-0 to 3-2. This pitch popped up on the infield. The shortstop takes a couple steps back over to his left and puts it away for out number 2. Andrew Young. 1 for 2 on the day. Tripled and scored in his last at bat. Crane. And the first pitch to Young this at bat. Off speed, down low, ball 1. Crane may be a little more careful with Young this time. Off speed again, left that one outside to the left-hand hitting Andrew Young, 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Fastball upstairs, 3-0. Taking all the way was Andrew, 3-1 now. So after going 3-0 on the last hitter, he's done it again here, but has worked his way back to full both times with a called strike. So the payoff pitch here to Young with 2 outs. Young fouls this back to the screen. Count stays 3-2. Three balls, 2 strikes. Fastball in the inner corner, and Young will go down on strikes. The Cardinals go down in order, but after 4.5, they lead this one 2-1 over the Neosho Wildcats. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
When Marines stormed an insurgent safe house in Iraq, they found themselves trapped in a room with a live enemy grenade. In one incredible act of courage and love, their wounded sergeant tucked the grenade under his body and died so others could live. And there's someone who loves you like that. It's Jesus, God's Son, who took the full brunt of the punishment for your sin when he, in the Bible's words, carried our sins in his body on the tree. You need this love. You need the man who died in your place. We'll help you get started with him at 888-NEED-HIM.
Getting to heaven isn't just about putting enough good on one side of the scale to balance the bad on the other. It's about fulfilling a death penalty, the one we deserve for our rebellion against God. None of the great moralities or great religions can pay the death penalty for our sin. Only Jesus Christ's death on the cross can do that. You have to look to him as the only one who can save you. To learn more, call 888-0829 or online at www.bdrcpas.com.
To the bottom of the 5th. The Wildcats, the bottom portion of their lineup, sends up Jaden Fisher. He singled to center on a soft line drive, his last at bat. Popped up shallow right. Eggleston reaches up and puts it away. It's out number 1. Hudson Williams to the plate. Struck out looking his first time. Lewis moving into his 3rd inning here in relief of Luke Beverland. Fastball. Too far inside, ball 1. Cardinals a run in the 2nd, a run in the 3rd. The Wildcats a run in the 2nd. 2-1 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That pitch fouled straight back to the fence, to the netting. Oh, 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch from Lewis. Fouled away. 1-2. We have a moment here. We'll remind you that the Cardinals are on the road tomorrow night in Marshfield. Home on Saturday at noon with Seneca. Pleasant Hill on Monday at a 4 o'clock start. And then they'll finish up with Joplin on Tuesday, Hillcrest on Thursday, as the 2025 regular season is winding down. Off-speed pitches, misses, 2 balls and 2 strikes here on the Wildcat batter. Two and two. Upstairs, 3-2. So 4 final home games before the Cardinals will have to make a trip to Kansas City for district play in that next week. 3-2 pitch misses inside, and that's a 1-out walk. Alex Rodriguez in there next. He struck out swinging his first time up. Lewis awaits Rodriguez entry into the batter's box and now delivers. Fastball right by him on a late swing, strike 1. Williams away from first. Breaking pitch down to Young. Bobbles it just a moment, so he's going to go to first for the out, as he couldn't quite find the handle on it, so he takes the sure out at first. As Williams will move down to second. Back to the top of the lineup for the Wildcats, and versus Lewis, 0 for 2, grounded to third his first time up and then struck out looking in the third. Williams out at second, and now everybody steps off. Home plate umpire motions to play ball. First pitch inside, 1-0. Want to know the count. Lewis delivers fastball down to third. Young with it and makes a throw over to first. Renfro picks it out for the final out, and that will bring the 5th inning to a close. After 5 complete, it's Webb City 2, Neosho 1. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Every Sunday from 4 p.m. to close, it's Student Night at Huhat Mongolian Grill in Joplin. Students of any age can bring in your valid student ID and receive 25% off your grill meal. At Huhat Mongolian Grill, you can always enjoy a vast selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are grilled perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Huhat's mouth-watering signature sauces. Huhat Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin. More information online at huhat.com.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Proudly supporting the Cardinals, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Burpo Family Chiropractic, Harvest Wealth Management, Snodgrass Collision Center, along with Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Huhat Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance, and Financial Services. Also want to remind you to download the KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps at kneo.org. The KNEO iPhone and Android phone apps are sponsored by the Webb City Booster Club.
In what has been a well-played ball game to this point, the Cardinals 2 runs on 2 hits. They've left 2. The Wildcats 1 run on 2 hits. They've left 3. The top of the 6th, Carson Myers to the plate. 0 for 1 with an RBI, a sac fly back in the third. Off-speed pitch for a strike. As Myers watched that one go by. Crane still in there for the Wildcats. Puts a fastball in the outside corner for strike 2. 0-2 the count. Myers turns on this breaking pitch, fouls it just wide of third. He'll retreat to home plate. As Jack Combs for the Wildcats is the one chosen to chase that ball down into the corner. The 0-2 to Myers. Outside, 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. This one lifted into right field. Rodriguez puts that away. Route number 1. Brock Renfro. Now up there. 0 for 2, grounded to short and flied to center. Bats here with 1 out in the top of the 6th. Upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Fastball on the outside corner for a strike. The 1-1 pitch to Renfro. Breaking pitch that he swings and misses. 1-2. Sun reappears brightly. Curveball that Renfro swung at and come up empty for strike 3. Mason Young bats now with 2 outs. A strikeout in the second, and then lined out to second base in the third. The first pitch he'll see from Crane, down low, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Right back up the middle, and that's a base hit out into center field off the bat of Mason Young. Luke Beverlin to the plate, 0 for 1 with a walk. That was back in the second inning as he struck out looking in the 4th. Two outs in the 5th inning. First pitch to Beverlin, a called strike. 0-1 the count. Crane's next one. And that curveball is going to stay inside. Beverlin gets hit. Cardinals now with 2 runners on. Brody Eggleston, 0 for 2, has struck out twice. Smith goes out to have a quick talk with his pitcher. For Beverlin, that was the 7th time this year he's been hit by a pitch. Now taking over the lead in that category that really nobody wants to be the leader in. But he's on base. Runners at first and second with 2 outs. Eggleston up there with a chance. Off speed for a called strike. Oh and 1. Breaking pitch that he Waves that. Strike 2. 0-2. Taking a moment here for Crane to get a sign that he likes. Now he comes set. Another off-speed pitch, and this one hits Eggleston. So now the Cardinals have loaded up the bases. Cohen Epler to the plate as the Cardinals, after 2 outs, have loaded up the bases on a walk and then 2 hit batsmen. And here comes the Neosho coach to have a moment with his pitcher.
Supporting the Cardinals, the Big Nickel, Prolu Maintenance Center, Madison Pet Clinic, Roderick Insurance Agency, Baker Davis Roderick CPAs, Missouri Southern State University, Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, NWA Naturals, and Express RX in Webb City, Body and Soul Transformation, Nick Myers CPA, and Crowder College.
Once again, I remind you of a new feature, Webb City HS .stat broadcast, for you to watch live stats in a game that you can't make it to or unable to listen. You can always follow along that way. The meeting on the mound is over. Crane will stay in there. Epler 1 for 2 with a double. That double back in the second inning scored the Cardinals' first run.
Well, this right here, Tim, this is where you need one of your timely hits. With 2 outs, Epler has a chance to push their lead significantly.
Crane delivers. Fastball. Epler punches this in to the middle of the infield, but the second baseman, Fisher, comes over to catch the soft liner, and that will make the inning come to an end. But after 5.5, it's Webb City 2, Neosho 1. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report will provide up-to-the-minute scores and highlights from around the 4 states. With ultimate local coverage from all your favorite teams. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report, weeknights at 6 and 10 p.m.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
The Northwest Arkansas Naturals have returned home this week as they are in the midst of a 6-game homestand versus the Wichita Wind Surge that goes through Sunday, May 11th. For ticket information, visit nwanaturals.com, a supporter of high school baseball on KNEO.
Tate Lewis back out there for inning number 6, his 4th inning as he replaced the starter Luke Beverlin. He's going to face 2, 3, and 4 here in the Wildcat lineup, as Jaden Nichols has popped out to first in foul territory and struck out swinging. Watches the first pitch over but low for ball 1. One and 0 the count to Nichols. Lewis missing downstairs once again. 2-0. The 2-0 pitch from Lewis. Fastball, a called strike. Two and 1 the count. This one missing downstairs once again, 3 and 1. The half of the crowd that didn't like the pitch last inning enjoyed that one. 3-1. Fastball in the inner half. Count's going full. Three and two. Softly out to short. Strickland puts that away for out number one.
The catcher, number 34, Canton Smith.
Canton Smith now up there. Smith 0 for 1 with a walk. The walk back in the first inning. Fly out to right in the fourth. A big hack fouls it back to the screen, 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Lewis. Off speed, tapped down to first on one hop. Renfro puts it away and steps on the bag. And there's 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Easy ground ball for out number 2, McInturf. 0 for 1 with a walk also. He flied to left in the second and then walked back in the fourth. First pitch to him from Lewis, off speed, a called strike. Lewis doing a good job of mixing up his pitches here. Shakes off that sign, says yes to the second. Off speed again, McInturf comes up empty. 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Lewis this time bounces that one at about 55 feet. Has a big smile on his face as he gets that back from Bard. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I believe the pitch was supposed to be down in the zone, but I don't believe it's supposed to be that down in the zone. 1-2. Fastball this time down low. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in a 2-1 ball game.
I'd give him a high fastball right here.
Give him something different to look at. See what Lewis delivers on this pitch. Misses outside, and the count's now full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, payoff pitch here in the 6th inning. McInturf ready. Lewis now comes set. He goes to the fastball upstairs. McInturf didn't chase. He'll draw a 2-out walk. Brody Crane now hitting. Coach Luber will come out and they will send in a runner here for McInturf, which I believe will
Courtesy running at first base for Neosho, Dane Arthur.
Put him out for the game because I think that's the second time he's been run for.
The pinch runner is Dane Arthur. He's only a freshman. They're going to entrust him on the base paths here in the top of the 6th.
My guess is the young man must have a little bit of speed. Brody Crane, 1 for 1 on the day with a walk. He tripled and scored what so far is the only run for the Wildcats. Big spot here in the ball game. Laced down the right field line and foul. Crane flirting with extra bases with that swing. Cardinals relieved to see that one curl into foul territory. 0-1. Arthur away from first. Lewis delivers. The 0-1. Breaking pitch, Crane with a big swing. Comes up empty, 0-2. Oh, and 2 the count. Lewis shakes off 2 different signs. Now gets one he likes. Throw to first to check on the young freshman. He's back in safely. 0-2 the count here on Crane. Sun retreats back behind clouds once again. And the 0-2. Curveball that Crane takes a pass at and comes up empty. That's the third out after 6 complete. It's Webb City 2, Neosho 1. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Does the world seem to be more connected, but with fewer meaningful conversations? We can build our own image and brand online without ever interacting with another person. We have privacy fences and indoor parking while barely knowing our neighbors' names. The world may feel like it's changed, but God's perfect design for us has not. We are created for community, and Jesus himself came to pay the price for our sins and offer us the ultimate, eternal, and perfect community. To learn more, call 888-NEED-HIM or chat with us at chataboutjesus.com.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
A pitching change here for the Neosho Wildcats as we move to the top of the 7th, as they've called on Rodriguez to move in from right field. With that, Crane will move over to first as McInturf, run for twice, has to exit the game. And with that, the Wildcats have moved Blaine Patterson into right field. A 2-1 ball game. Top of the 7th inning, the Cardinals will send up 8-9-1 as they look to add an insurance run if they can.
Well, this will be a good inning to do it if you can get at least one of your guys at the bottom of the lineup, either Bard or Strickland, and then get back to the top of the lineup with Andrew, Carson, and Brock. You have a good opportunity to get those insurance runs that might come in handy later on.
The Cardinals, a run in the second was matched by a Wildcat run in the bottom of the second. And the Cardinals, a solo run in the third, gives them their 2-1 lead. We're going to have a pinch hitter here for Bard as Weller will pinch hit. Take a moment here for the home plate umpire to make the notation on his lineup card. Weller, tall right-hander, steps in on the right-hand side of the plate. Breaking pitch. He watches go by for a strike. 0-1. We're going to have a moment here as Coach Dunning wants to have a conversation with the first base umpire, and now he thinks twice about it, retreats to his coach's box. The first base umpire back to his spot behind the bag. This off-speed pitch Outside is a appeal down to first. 1-1. And now I think we're going to have that conversation. This game, 1 hour, 45 minutes in length at this point.
While we've got just a second, we'll remind you of our sponsors once again. Reeves Tire and Automotive, Papa John's Pizza of Webb City, Who Hot Mongolian Grill, Price Family Insurance and Financial Services, Missouri Southern State University, the Webb City Booster Club, Dairy Queen of Webb City, and the Northwest Arkansas Naturals.
Everything now seems to be back in order. 1-1 the count on Weller. Check swing into right field. Weller really didn't mean to swing, got enough of it, and he gets rewarded with a base hit.
I guess it's probably a good thing he didn't swing all the way through, or that ball would not have did what it just did.
Yeah, a little excuse me base hit for Weller. Braden Strickland 0 for 2 on the day, grounded into a fielder's choice and has popped out to short. Weller leads away from first. Strickland shows bunt, and that pitch misses outside for ball 1. See if he shows bunt early again as a third baseman was charging hard on that one. Yes, here they come, and toss over to first. Weller back in there. Want to know the count to Strickland. Shows bunt once again, this time bunts it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike. Clouds start rolling in from behind us here from the north. Strickland squares once again. Off speed. Stays in. 2-1. Strickland has to be very conscious of getting that ball on the turf. Anything popped up, the third baseman will be there to catch it. Inside, 3-1. So he's doing a good job of making sure he's only going to bunt at strikes. Now has the count in his favor, 3-1. New set of numbers ring out across the diamond. Still showing bunt. Weller draws a throw. Back in there easily. Three balls, 1 strike. Strickland squares. And he pops it up, and it's going to fall harmlessly to the first base side. 3 balls and 2 strike the count now. Three and 2. The number 9 hitter. Where's number 9 on the back? Everybody reset the third baseman back even with the bag again. Toss to first. Game has slowed down just a little bit here. 3 and 2. Another toss to first. Strickland in tight in the batter's box. Rodriguez steps off. Everybody Sets again. Weller away from first. And that breaking pitch misses outside. A walk to Strickland. Puts the first two hitters on here in the Cardinal half of the 7th inning. Andrew Young back to the plate, 1 for 3 with a triple. And a run scored.
There you go. Got exactly what you wanted. You got both of the guys at the bottom of your lineup on base, and now with no outs, you're headed back to the meat of your lineup with Young, Myers, Renfro, all very capable of getting that run in from second, and Andrews very much capable of putting Strickland in from first.
Young standing outside the box, waiting patiently. Now everybody checks their wristbands or their play sheets once again. And now we're set to go. Rodriguez stares in. Young patiently waits. He shows bunt. Now he pulls the bat. Watches that pitch go down low for a ball, 1-0. I believe that was to kind of see what kind of play the Wildcats would put on for there and see if they would vacate the third base bag at the shortstop. Failed to cover, but he was in position, so nothing happened there. 1-0 the count. Now throw back to second. That was just to see what was going on, as Weller was not very far away. Fisher not even close to the bag as he caught that. First baseman plays in front of the runner. Young fouls this one straight back, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. New baseball's tossed in. Young now battles with a 1-1 count. Breaking pitch on the outside corner, strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 from Rodriguez. Outside, 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Cardinals have 2 runners on in the top of the 7th. Andrew Young reaches down and just pulls this into right field. They're going to try to send Weller. Here he comes. There's going to be at the plate, and he is out. On a nice throw from the right fielder for the Wildcats as the Cardinals took a chance on the play. Both runners move up to second and third, so now there's 1 out. Carson Myers at the plate. As now he has a chance to drive in a run. So it took a good throw. I don't think that was a bad opportunity at all for the Cardinals as they attempted to get that insurance run. One out now. Carson Myers at the plate. The infield in for a play at the plate. Upstairs, ball 1. Strickland down at third. Andrew Young out at second. The 1-0 here. First toss to third. Everybody back into their respective spots. The 1-0 upstairs and over the head of Myers, 2-0. Smith out of his crouch to catch that. 2 balls and no strikes. Cardinals looking to find an insurance run if they can. Leading 2-1. Top of the 7th inning here in Neosho. Breaking pitch stays upstairs, 3-0. The count. The 3-0 pitch. Myers taking all the way, and that'll be a called strike at the knees. 3-1 the count. The 3-1 pitch from Rodriguez. Myers fouls it straight back. Count's now full. Pitch to the top of the screen, netting and then over into the crowd. And now Smith's going to take a moment to go out and talk to his pitcher. The whole infield comes in for the conversation. A reminder, the Cardinals on the road again tomorrow night in Marshfield, back home on Saturday, home on Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, as the final week of the season is upon us. I'm going to guess that the seedings for the district will be next Wednesday. Those will be held in Kansas City. 3-2 to Myers. At the shortstop. Toss to first for out number 1. Or I'm sorry, out number 2. As the rain now begins to fall. Brock Renfro to the plate. The sun has started to shine again, but the rain has begun to fall. And just as quickly, it seems to have stopped as that pitch misses upstairs. Ball 1. We try to protect our equipment here the best we can. Big drops now. Ball once again. Outside. 3-0. Do what? I don't. If we got something on it, you got to be perfect, yeah. Now they're going to take and clear the field for just a moment. So we're going to take let's take a 3-minute break here. We'll be back in just a moment to let you know you're listening to the KNEO on the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network. as the rain has moved on. The players have returned to the field. When Brock Renfro comes to the plate as they allow Rodriguez a few warm-up pitches here. As we've struggled to maintain all the equipment here, I think we've done a pretty decent job here. We may have to dry out the equipment bags when we get back home, but Will's doing a masterful job of trying to keep everything up in dry ground. Rodriguez finishing up his warm-up tosses. Renfro returns at the plate. I believe the count might only be 2-0.
Singing is my
2-0. I don't know if you can move your computer around closer this way or not. The 2-0 pitch. Renfro takes a curveball, strike one. Two and one the count. Breaking pitch out into right. And it's put away for out number 3. The Cardinals had an opportunity for an insurance run to get turned away. We'll head to the bottom of the 7th. Webb City leading 2-1. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
The Cardinals 3 outs away from a win here in Neosho as Tate Lewis returns to the mound where he will face number 6, 7, and 8 in the Wildcat lineup. The Cardinals had an opportunity for insurance runs in the top of the 7th, were turned away as they've now left 7 runners on base. We continue to try to dry out the equipment as the rain is pretty much ended, but just a few sprinkles left. Drake Jennings, 0 for 2 on the day, does have an RBI on a ground out to second, back in the 2nd inning. Tate Lewis deliver the first pitch here to Jennings. Fastball misses upstairs for ball 1. One to know the count. Grounded down to third. Young at the bag. Long throw across. Nice pick over there by Renfro for out number 1. Long throw across the diamond by Young. And a nice pick of a short hop by Renfro as out number 1. Jaden Fisher, a soft single to center in the 2nd, flied out to right in the 5th. First pitch in for a strike. 0-1. Downstairs, 1-1. As the rain once again begins to fall from the sky. Pitch missing downstairs, 2-1. Big thank you to our wrestling coach, Dallas Smith, as he's loaned me his umbrella. Will looking for a friend. That pitch on the inside corner, 2-2.
Yeah, I'm just standing here taking it.
With a big smile on his face as we bring you this live baseball on KNEO. 2-2 the count. Ground ball out to second. Epler over to first. Out number 2. Cardinals 1 out away.
You could say I'm a man of the people.
And unfortunately, not made of sugar as he is not melting. Williams to the plate. Cardinals 1 out away. Fastball upstairs, ball 1. The 0-1 pitch. I'm sorry, the 1-0 pitch now becomes 2-0. As we're going to try to find a dry baseball, as that one seemed to have got a little moisture on it. Two and 0 the count. Lewis with a dry baseball. Fastball fouled away, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Lewis nods his head yes. And the 2-1. Fastball near the shoulders. Rodriguez 3-1. Three balls, 1 strike. Fastball misses. And that's a walk with 2 outs. Rodriguez to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. As the Cardinals would really like the game to come to a close here if they can, and leave the top of the lineup still over in the dugout. 2 outs, the bottom of the 7th. Cardinals leading 2-1. Fastball. Rodriguez swings through and misses. 0-1. The 0-1 pitch from Lewis. Into right field. Eggleston moving over near the line, and it's going to fall in there for a base hit into the corner as Williams is going to come around and will score the tying run. Rodriguez pulls in with a triple. Game now tied. Here comes Coach Doning out for a chat. Cardinals were 1 out away from a win. Now, try to get out of this and extend it into extra innings. Back to the top of the lineup, where Versulis is 0 for 3, a grounder to third, has struck out looking, and then grounded out to third once again. A 2-2 ball game now here in the bottom of the 7th. Tate with a deep breath. The first pitch here to Versluis. Fastball for a strike. Down low, 1-1. One ball, one strike. Fastball downstairs, 2-1. Everything okay? Checking on our rain-soaked clothing as we try to keep the equipment operational here. A 2-1 ball game, or a 2-2 ball game, 2-1 count. Strike, swinging, 2-2. Two balls, two strikes. And now Lewis steps off versus Lewis steps out. The 2-2 pitch. A curveball versus Lewis comes up empty on, but the Wildcats are able to tie it. We'll head to the 8th inning. It's a 2-2 ball game. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
The Webb City Booster Club is proud to support Webb City student athletes. The Booster Club works with parents, community volunteers, and businesses to enrich the experience of Webb City High School athletics. They would like to encourage anyone interested in making an impact on our student athletes to consider joining the Booster Club. If you are an individual, family, or business and would like more information on joining the Boosters, you can stop by the Booster trailer that is at all Cardinal home games, or you can find them on Facebook at Webb City Athletic Booster Club. Webb City Booster Club wishes all their athletes an amazing year. Go Cards!
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
Free baseball as we head to the 8th inning, tied 2-2. The Cardinals will send up Mason Young, Luke Beverland, and Brody Eggleston, as the Wildcats were able to score a 2-out run and catch the Cardinals here 2-2. Rodriguez back on the mound. Mason Young now coming to the plate. One for 3 on the day is Mason. Fastball on the inside corner for strike 1. Upstairs, 1-1. The rain now just enough to be a nuisance. 1 ball, 1 strike. Upstairs, 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Mason Young. Out towards second. Fisher up with it, and the out is made. 1 away in the 8th inning. The last ball game these two played went extra innings. Beverlin at the plate. The first pitch he'll see. Curveball right back. Soft line drive to the pitcher, caught for an out. 2 outs. Brody Eggleston to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day. He was hit by a pitch back in the 5th. First pitch he'll see here. Fastball in the outer half, strike 1. Up and away with the next offering. Evens the count out at 1 ball, 1 strike. Tapped foul, out wide of third. 1-2. One ball, 2 strikes. And a called strike 3. That'll end the top of the 8th. Score still tied 2-2. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Burpo Family Chiropractic is not just a place for adults, but for kids as well. From birth to geriatrics, Dr. Haley Burpo has the skills and knowledge to help patients of any age. Dr. Burpo is committed to taking time with her patients to go above and beyond to find the source of pain. To schedule an appointment, call 417-673-5555. Burpo Family Chiropractic, once a Cardinal, now treating Cardinals. More information in names and numbers.
Proud to support
Neosho, a 2-2 ball game. Neosho coming to the plate in the bottom of the 8th inning. The Cardinals, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 3rd. The Wildcats, 1 in the 2nd, 1 in the 7th. Lewis back to the mound as the Wildcats will send up 2, 3, 4 here in their lineup.
Leading off the bottom of the 8th from Neosho.
This will be
The third baseman, number 11,
Jaden Nichols. The right-hander steps in there. Tate Lewis. Fastball missing upstairs, ball 1. The 1-0. Fastball downstairs, 2-0. Lewis into his 6th inning of work here at 88 pitches. Fastball drilled into right center field. Coming over and making a nice sliding catch is Andrew Young for out number 1. Tracked that down well into the left center and puts it away.
Now batting the catcher, number 34, Quentin Smith.
Smith to the plate. 0 for 2 on the day with a walk. Now bats with 1 out here in the 8th inning. Upstairs, ball 1. Lewis with a little bit of groundskeeping on the mound. Now climbs back up onto the rubber and comes set and delivers the 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. Two and 0 the count. Smith waiting patiently. Lewis now ready to pitch. Fastball fouled down the right field line and out of play. 2-1 the count. Two balls, 1 strike. Lewis with the 2-1 pitch. Fastball, another called strike. 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes. Lewis breaking pitch. Smith comes up empty. Out number 2. Blaine Patterson. His first at bat today as he came into the game late in a defensive change when the Wildcats made their pitching move. He bats from the left side. Lewis with 2 outs. Fastball, strike 1 on a swing and no contact. The 0-1. Missing upstairs, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lewis peers in. Another late swing by Patterson. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fastball that Patterson comes up empty once again, and that'll bring the 8th inning to a close. After 8 complete, we're still tied here, 2-2. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinal Sports Network.
Finding answers to questions is easier than ever. It doesn't matter how complex or simple your question is, the answer is just a few taps away. Except maybe these kinds of questions.
Who am I? Where did man come from? What is the purpose of man on this earth? Does life have any meaning?
Billy Graham knew the answer to that last question is yes.
There is more to life than death. Jesus taught us the dignity and the importance of being a person. God put us on this earth for a purpose, and our purpose is to fellowship with God and glorify God. And the great need of the human race at this hour is reconciliation to God.
Would you like to know how you can have a relationship with God? We'd love to help. Just call us at 855-255-PRAY. That's 855-255-PRAY. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
A 2-2 ball game here in Neosho. The Cardinals, the bottom half, their lineup 7, 8, 9. As Epler, 1 for 3 on the day with a double and an RBI. Steps in there. First pitch he sees. Pulled into the hole at short and under the glove out into left field for a base hit to lead off the 9th inning. Bryson Bard at the plate. 0 for 1 on the day with a walk. That was back in the second inning. He struck out swinging in the 5th. If my memory serves me correctly, he was pinch hit for in the 7th. Bats here now in the 9th. Toss over to first. Epler back in there. Bard waiting to see his first pitch. Squares to bunt. He gets it down right back to the pitcher, and they will go to first. The sacrifice is complete. Epler moves up to second. Braden Strickland now to the mound, to the plate. Over 2 on the day with a walk. That was back in the 7th. Smith trots out to the mound again to have a conversation with Rodriguez. When they said, Will, how would you like to do baseball games? You didn't ever think you were going to have to do one soaking wet.
I've only heard the stories. I knew that my time would eventually come. I just didn't think it'd come that fast.
Well, we were 4 outs away from having a game, maybe, other than the Wildcats tied it up. But it just came out of nowhere because now it's a nice, pleasant night again. A little cool. First pitch missing outside for ball 1.
It's a little bit extra cool to us as we're soaking wet.
Still drying out. 1-0 here to Strickland. Upstairs, 2-0. Two balls and no strikes. Strickland, the bat on the shoulder, waiting now. Asks for time as Rodriguez was still holding, waiting for a sign from the catcher. Now he peers in and gets one and comes set at the letters. Strickland towards second. Fisher up with it. Over to Crane and on the play. Epler will move over to third, but he'll be there with 2 outs. Back to the top of the lineup. Andrew Young. 2 for 4 on the day with a triple and a run scored. His other base hit with a single to right in the 7th. When he pulled the ball out to right, the Cardinals took a chance and had their runner thrown out at home. Still not a bad decision, as that still left him with runners at second and third and only 1 out. The only error in that thought process was failing to get a hit out of the next 2 batters. But nevertheless, still playing here in the 9th inning. Two outs, Andrew Young now at the plate. Upstairs, ball 1. Epler away from third. Young awaits the 1-0. Upstairs, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes. Two outs here in the top of the 9th. Inside corner for a strike, 2-1. Two and one the count. Outside, 3-1. A lot of room down. Once again, counts 3-2. Fastball pulled right at the first baseman off his glove. Second baseman's going to pick it up. Is somebody going to get there? And Crane gets back to first base in time. And that'll bring the top of the ninth to a close. We'll head to the bottom of the ninth. It's a 2-2 ball game. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
Reeves Tire and Automotive knows cars are how you navigate through your busy lives.
Professionals will ensure your car is reliable to get you and your family to your destination. We provide competitive pricing and quality work on tires, wheels, oil changes, brakes, suspensions, alignments, and vehicle maintenance, all necessary to ensure your vehicle is ready to go. Family owned and operated for over 39 years, you will receive friendly, honest service, so get rolling with Reeves Tire in Joplin, Webb City, and Carthage.
Cure those school night blues and save money at the same time. That's right! Bring the whole family to Who Hot Mongolian Grill in Joplin every Tuesday from 4 p.m. to close, and kids 10 and under eat free with a purchase of an adult grill meal. Enjoy all you can eat on a selection of fresh vegetables, plus meats that are perfectly right in front of your eyes with your choice of Who Hot's mouth-watering signature sauces. Who Hot Mongolian Grill, 1804 South Rangeline Road in Joplin.
And we're back here in Neosho as a pitching change. Braden Strickland will come to the mound. With that, Hudson Bird will move into second. Epler will swing around and play third base. Young moves to short. The Wildcats will send up 5, 6, 7. Brody Crane will be the first hitter here for the Wildcats. 1 for 2 on the day with a triple, a walk, and a run scored. So Strickland comes in. Into the pitching rotation here in the ninth inning as he tries to move the Cardinals on to the 10th. To do it, he'll have to get past the middle part of the Wildcat lineup. First pitch down low for ball 1. Strickland's 1-0 pitch. Down and in once again, 2-0. 2 balls and no strikes. And he misses once again, 3-0. The count. The 3-0 pitch. Popped up and out of play. 3-1 as Crane had the 3-0 green light. Strickland winds the 3-1 pitch, misses, and Crane will draw a leadoff walk. Jennings to the plate. He's 0 for 3 on the day. Does have an RBI. Grounded to second, has struck out looking, and grounded out to third. Squares to bunt, pulls it back. Ball 1. Squares once again, this time bunts foul. Count evens out at 1-1. One and one. Crane away from first. Squares once again, this time takes an outside pitch, a throw down to first. Crane back in. 2-1 the count to Jennings. Two and one the count. Squares once again, and missing upstairs with Strickland is 3-1. Fisher waits on deck. This pitch missing down low, and Jennings will draw a walk. So back-to-back walks issued here by Strickland. Fisher 1 for 3 on the day. A soft single to center, his first at bat, and then fly to right and grounded out to second. Coach Doning with the trip to the mound. A reminder that JV game to follow here, and then tomorrow the Cardinals on the road at Marshfield, and then return home for their final 4 games of the year with a Saturday noon contest with Seneca. Pleasant Hill, the Roosters, will be there on Monday with a 4 o'clock start, and then they'll wrap up COC play with Joplin on Tuesday and Hillcrest with the final game on Thursday. So a chance to come out and watch the Cardinals in one of those games if you have an opportunity, as the season is quickly coming to a close. Coach Doning still conversation at the mound. The home plate umpires walked out to find out if there's a decision to be made or not, and Strickland will remain in the game. Fisher to the plate. Crane at second, Jennings at first. Nobody out as Neosho bats in the bottom half of the 9th inning. The corner's in. Middle infielders at double play depth. Young in the outfield is shallow. The corner outfielders play a little deeper. The first pitch here from Strickland to Fisher. First toss back to second. Everybody checks their bingo card once again for the play. Strickland sticks it in his back pocket again. And now gets a sign from his catcher. Fisher squares to bunt, and he will take a strike. 0-1 the count. Squaring to bunt once again. This time he gets it down, and it'll go foul as Bard picks that up as soon as it crosses into foul territory. Strike 2. 0-2 the count. The sun now has reappeared. Oh, and 2 to Fisher. Foul down the right field line and out of play. Over atop the Cardinal dugout. Oh, and 2. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 9th. Nice stop there by Bard on a pitch down low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Strickland looking for a strikeout. And a ground ball out to second. Bird over to second for 1. Over to first, not in time. The Cardinals get 1 out of that. but the Wildcats have runners on the corner with only one out. That will bring Hudson Williams to the plate. He'll be up there with one out. He's 0 for 1 on the day. A walk and a run scored. Infield in for a play at the plate. Strickland delivers. Wildcats runners at the corners. One out in the bottom half of the ninth inning. The runner from first is going to take off and move up to second, which really doesn't do any harm other than it takes the force out away, but the Cardinals are cutting the run down at the plate anyway. Fouled away by Williams. 1 ball, 1 strike. So now is when Strickland really needs a strikeout or a pop-up on the infield. Outfield has been pulled in as they need to be able to throw anybody out on a sac fly. The 1-1. And that's a fly ball out to center. Andrew Young draws a beat on it, and the throw comes home, and it's going to be up the first base line. The Wildcats walk it off here with a 3-2 victory over the Cardinals on a sac fly to center field. So a tough luck loss here for the Cardinals as they fall 3-2. We're going to take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back here at the postgame show. You're listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
Papa John's Pizza in Webb City can satisfy your hunger cravings before or after the game. Stop by and pick up one of their specialty pizzas, like the Works, the Meats, or the Barbecue Chicken Bacon. Don't forget to grab a side order of breadsticks or Papa's Wings to top off your order. Papa John's Pizza in Webb City, 417-673-7272, or order online at papajohns.com or through the Papa John's app. Go Cardinals!
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
So Maggie, just to be...
And back here at Neosho, the Cardinals fall 3-2 here to the Wildcats. As now we move on to the postgame show brought to you by Price Family Insurance and Financial Services and Crowder College. The Cardinals had it, 2 outs, but the Wildcats never gave up. End up with a triple down the right field line to tie it, in the 7th, and then take advantage of a pitching change in the 9th and come up with a run as the sac fly was just deep enough to score the runner from third, and the Wildcats get out of here with a 3-2 win over your Cardinals. The Cardinals now fall to 12-12 on the year. The Wildcats, that's their 20th win on the season. The Cardinals, some final thoughts down there from Coach Doning as they've all huddled around him. And any final thoughts here from Will on a game that seemed to get very cold in there in that 7th inning as the rain came through, but we've somehow finished this.
Yeah, well, we talk about timely hits a lot, but something that goes unsaid a lot is timing just in general, timing on your steals, timing on what pitch you want to swing at, timing whenever you want to throw a pickoff attempt, just timing in everything. Timing is a key aspect in the entire game, and if you mistime something, even if it's just for half a second, you know, you can get some really bad results.
We're joined here momentarily by Coach Doning as we attempt to get some sound into his headset as I'm trying to work around the, have I got you yet? We're still working here as we're adjusting here.
Now try it.
Can you hear me now?
There we go.
All right.
All right, joined here by Coach Doning. Tough luck loss here as you guys had them down to their final out, and they just found a way to lace one down the right field line. And, you know, it's the timely hitting we always talk about. They got theirs late in the game. You had yours early in the game.
Yeah. Fantastic job by their kids. Kind of continued to battle at bats. You know, they squeak one down the line, and it gets caught in the corner and kind of rattles around, and they score and get that guy to third. You know, we did a good job working out of it. But, yeah, I mean, Andrew hits one to their first baseman, he bobbles it, and it's bang, bang. I'd like to see the video replay of it if we had that in high school, but, you know, it is what it is. So we had our chances early in the game. We had them down, had our chances to get them in, but we kind of didn't. So, you know, I told them after the game, I said, you know, their pitcher is really good. You know, obviously he's everything everybody says he is. And, you know, I think we had 8 strikeouts, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, he had 8, so we had 9 total because he had one against Rodriguez at the end.
Yeah, you know, so he got 8 strikeouts over 6 innings against him. I mean, he did a better job a little later in the game with his breaking ball getting it over. So I thought we had some good at bats early in the game. So I told him, you know, I said, hey, you know, if we can have at bats like that, we'll be fine. Yeah, you know, so I know this is a tough pill to swallow when you lose a game like this. You know, in extra innings and stuff like that. So. I told them, you know, if we can play this hard and have great at-bats like this the rest of the year, I'm not worried about what's going to happen.
Well, I kept this kind of to myself because I was wanting to bring this up on those unnoticed plays that turn into something in the second inning. Mason Williams, you got 2 strikes, 2 outs, send him. He ends up down there at second, and then he scores on the next hit.
Yeah.
So just that extra 90 got you in a position to score.
Yeah. And so, I mean, it's a game of inches sometimes. You know, I mean, it's 100%, you know, I get a guy thrown out at the plate, and, you know, I tell the kids after the game, I said, you know, in high school baseball, you're taking a chance of a kid fielding the ball cleanly and throwing a strike in. He did. He comes up and throws a strike to the plate and gets the guy out, and that's 100% on me for sending him, and so that's nobody's fault but mine.
Well, and that's what we talked about. You took that chance, and even that chance didn't quite work out, you still had second and third with only 1 out. So, I don't know that you would do anything different any other time if you did. But like you said, it's high school baseball. You got to pick it up, you got to throw, you got to catch it, and they executed that one time.
Yep.
On ours, that sacrifice fly just a little too deep to get the play at the plate. As you know, Crane for them gets down the line pretty good there. So
he's not slow. He's a great athlete. So he's a fantastic athlete.
Epler 2 for 4 on the day. We had one other, Andrew Young 2 for 5. He had that triple.
Yep. Andrew continues to swing it well. Cohen's swinging a little bit better, and you know, Andrew's probably half an inch away from 3 for 5. So you know, I mean, those guys, like I told them, I said, just keep swinging it, keep having great at bats, and we'll be okay.
So in the dugout when that rain moved through, what'd you have to say to him as you kind of tried to dodge the raindrops? Anything that kind of slowed you down there?
No, we just kind of got in there and just told him, hey, it's like, we got to come out and try to finish this inning, try to score one. I mean, Brock had a 2-0 count, and probably takes a swing on a 2-1 pitch that he'd probably like to have back, which is fine. I mean, he's an aggressive hitter, and that's what we trust him to do. So, we didn't really talk about anything specific in the dugout, just kind of wanted to get back out there. That's one of those times where a rain delay sometimes can help them more than it helps us. So, it probably did.
Now, we told the audience you're on the road to Marshfield. Then we get 4 more at home to finish up the season.
Yeah, we love home games. So we'll go tomorrow to Marshfield, and they're a really good quality team. And so it'll be exciting to see what they've got. And then we'll come home for 4 more and kind of finish out the regular season before we head into districts.
A good chance for you to come out and watch the Cardinals one more time as the 2025 season is coming to a close before we have to load up the buses and move to Kansas City for districts. So.
Yeah, long trip to Kansas City again.
All right, once again, your Cardinals fall here to the Neosho Wildcats 3-2. It took 9 innings, but the Cardinals fall to 12-12 on the year. Any final thoughts from Will?
Yeah, like Coach Dunning said, and kind of like how he just said earlier, sometimes they just make the better play at the right moment, and when that happens, you kind of can't really do anything but tip your cap to them and move on.
Luke Beverland took the start. He went 2 innings. Tate Lewis, I thought, came in relief and sat out there, and he went 6 innings. Strickland is going to take the loss, kind of a tough luck loss. He came in and had to pitch to the middle part of their lineup in the 9th inning, and he'll take the loss. But the Cardinals, not a lot to hang your head about other than it's just an L. Competed well today, and that'll be good for them as they continue to have to play pressure ball games here as we get closer to postseason play. So that's going to wrap us up here in Neosho. We'll be with you again next week. You've been listening to the KNEO and the Webb City Cardinals Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting